Hey guys, Chris Stanley here. I'm getting ready to go snowboarding in about 2.5 weeks in Colorado. I live in Austin, Texas, and I just checked the weather. It is currently 63 degrees in Austin with a high of 72. So what that means is I never have any other reason to put my snowboarding boots on except for now when I want to try to condition myself to get ready for snowboarding. Now I work out 6 days a week, so I'm in pretty good shape. But this is still going to prepare me to enjoy snowboarding a little bit better, make sure I'm not going to get injured. So if you guys are living in warm weather conditions where you don't get your snow boots on regularly, I would highly recommend doing some pre-conditioning. I would say at least 2, preferably 3 weeks prior to your trip. So I put together a little workout that I'm going to go through, and I thought, well, maybe there's some people out there that could benefit from it. So first thing, get your snow boots on, okay? These are my snowboarding boots that I actually got at Goodwill for a super great deal. We're going to go through a real quick little dynamic warm-up. I'm going to have a different video that'll show a full dynamic warm-up for you, but I'm going to do this one just to kind of get me ready for this workout. So I'm just going to do a couple knee pulls on both sides, maybe like 10 to 15 knee pulls. I'll show you guys what that looks like from the side here. I'm just kind of getting my knees up this way, like this, and then I'm going to do a couple pulling back this way just to get those quads ready to go. Now this is definitely an abbreviated dynamic warm-up. Actually, what they're saying nowadays is that stretching before workout is actually not as beneficial as we thought. Apparently a dynamic warm-up is much more effective. Okay, so I got loose. The first move I'm going to do is just a basic air squat. I do that first because I think it's a valuable exercise for strengthening, but it also I think does a really good job of just getting all the joints and muscles ready to go. So basic air squat, feet a little wider than the hips, dropping the butt, keeping the head and chest up the whole time. This is a pretty popular move in CrossFit. They use this for warm-up as well. If you look at it from the side, just like this. I'm not bending over at the waist, dropping the butt. The little angle in my snowboarding boots actually makes the squatting easier for me. So I go through about 20 of those, okay? The next one I want to do is called a lateral weight shift. So as a snowboarder, I'm going to put my feet about the width that I would have them on my snowboard. Nice soft bend in the knees. And I'm just going to shift my weight back and forth. You can hear my boots squeaking. Back and forth. And I think I had that at 20. So I usually count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that, all the way to 20. Notice my butt is out, my head and chest are up, knees are bent just like I would be on the snowboard, right? I'm not hanging out on one side or the other, I'm just shifting back and forth. This is starting to get a little bit more taxing on my quads, okay? Next one, it's called a 3-way toe touch. So what I'm going to do, if you watch my feet, I'm going to put the weight on one leg. I'm going to do my left leg first. I'm going to reach my right heel out, touch it to the floor in front of me. I'm going to reach out to the side and touch my toe. Reach back and touch my toe. So I count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll show you guys from the front, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm keeping this nice soft bend in the other leg, 13, 14, 15. That was the left leg. Now we do the right leg. Same thing. Toe goes first, soft bend in that leg. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, head and chest stay up, 13, 14, 15, feel the burn in that quad. So 15 on each leg for the 3-way toe touch. Next we go into a single leg squat. And breathing a little harder now, this workout's getting a little tougher. You may recognize this, it looks an awful lot like a pistol squat, except I'm not going all the way down. You can certainly go all the way down if you want, but essentially you're going to put all your weight on one leg, other leg goes straight out, head and chest stay up, drop your butt, and I like to at least tell people to go so that your knees are kind of parallel. You come back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Show you that from the side. Same thing, head and chest up, butt goes out. You can go down a little lower if you want. Really working the quad and the hip stabilizers. People discount how important those hip stabilizers are when you're on the slopes. Makes a huge, huge difference. They actually really help, they actually really help you stay balanced. They're a huge part of controlling your upper and lower body in that relationship. So don't forget those. The next one, this one's easy. And about this point you're going to want to break. So all you got to do is just walk on your heels. Okay? Walk around your house in your boots, on your heels. It's certainly easier than single leg squats, right? I would do 50 steps. That'll be, but what we're doing is working the muscle anterior tibialis on the front of your leg, lower leg. If you've been on the slopes before, you know what happens to that muscle. It burns. It gets way overworked. Typically it's deconditioned. So that muscle is what keeps your toes kicked up when you're snowboarding and or skiing, because ski boots have that same kind of forward angle in them too. So we want to work those muscles and get them primed before you get there. The last one, static chair. This is the chair pose in yoga, right? Just like this. Arms up. It's kind of the advanced move if you want to get a little shoulder workout. If you want to bring them in, that's fine. I want your head and chest up and your butt out. Get low, okay? We're going to be here for an entire 30 seconds. Actually started a little early, so I might be here for about 40 seconds. But just stay focused. Keep breathing. Keep that butt low. Head and chest up. Sometimes if you move in and out of having your arms up and arms down, it at least distracts you a little bit so you're not concentrating on the burn in your quads. I've got 4, 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Okay, so we just went through all those exercises. That's one round. I'm going to go through those for myself 2 to 3 rounds each time I do this workout. I've only got 2.5 weeks before I leave for my trip, so I'm probably going to try to do this 2 to 3 times a week. I should have really started maybe last week. So it's winter, we're about to hit the slopes. This is a great workout, you guys. Get you ready for the slopes so that you have a good time, decrease your risk of injury, and you're not quite as sore. Thanks a lot.